Hello, you are at the Leeds house with me and Kev, and as you can see, we're both smiling today. Why are we smiling? Yes, you've guessed it. It's because the Bargreen Club is in the background, and it's the best background in the whole entire galaxy.
It's the best one.
It's the best one. Obviously, it's because we got our first away points of the season. We scored our first goals from open play. But first, Kevin, let's just go back because we missed last week, didn't we? We weren't around because we're so consistent doing this shit. Let's have a little touch on the Fulham game before we go into yesterday's amazing performance. How did you feel about the Fulham game and that last minute sucker punch?
I thought we actually played well. I thought we defended well. I thought we were stubborn. I thought we showed all the right characteristics of a midfield free to compete in this league. And I just think it was a bit of a sucker punch on Goodmanson, man, because that was, I mean, that would never happen to anyone again as long in football for at least another 10, 15 years, man. Something like that. If that amount of football gets played, you can't score that goal as a striker from that position. So, I mean, yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? But, I mean, I felt really bad for him. And I was nearly crying, as I always do, because I'm an emotional wreck. So, yeah, I mean, it took me a few days to go over it. But, I mean, Fulham went and spanked Brentford last night, you know? So, I mean, it's going to be a very competitive league this year. And you've got to take the ups and the downs. But I think we definitely deserved the point out of that game.
Yeah, we did. It was a pretty good performance, I thought, lacking a little bit of cutting edge up front, but I still think, you know, I'll say we were probably the better team up into the 70th minute when they brought on fucking you. They brought you on, didn't they, on the wing?
What, Traore?
No, Kevin.
Oh, God, yeah, he's good, he was. Yeah, I put him in my dream team yesterday, you know, on the fantasy football, and he got 0 points.
Until they brought you on, they were a bit shit, really. I thought we played well. And you know what? If you look throughout the season so far, I'll take the Arsenal game away. We've been pretty competitive. We've just not been able to be. But obviously, it all changed yesterday. But yeah, Fulham game. I thought it was just one of them things. Really unlucky. Definitely deserved a point. Probably could have pushed for a win on the balance of play up until the 70th minute. But yeah, get that out of the way. Now let's go on to the big one. Let's get onto the free first goals for 3 new players against the Wolves, who are nil point at the bottom of the league.
I mean, it's Molineux is a good hunting ground for Leeds, isn't it? We've always had some great games over there the last couple of years. I think we won our last 3 or 4 games at Wolves.
So, we have, and they've been mental games as well.
Always been mental. It's always been at least 4 goals, hasn't there, in every game, I think, if I remember.
Well, yes. Well, if you go back the last 2 times we played at Molineux, it was Harrison, Rodrigo, and Ayling scored in the 3-2 win when we went when we 2-0 down and Jimenez got sent off.
Yeah,
and then the next game they scored again. All 3 of them scored again. And who else scored in that 4-2 game? Someone else scored. I can't remember who it was. But then
Rasmus Christensen.
Rasmus Christensen, yeah.
It was Rasmus Christensen, yeah.
Yeah. The one great thing he did for us. He scored against Arsenal as well, didn't he? But yeah, good hunting ground for us. I think a lot of their fans thought it was going to be their game, that they were going to pick up some points.
Yeah.
But I think we're competing, mate. We don't seem like we don't belong in this league, and now we've scored some goals. We might shut a few people up, maybe some of our own fans as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I know obviously we're going to talk about individual performances and goals and stuff like that. Yeah. I think this is like the first time in a while where I can honestly say, like, I thought every single player was like above a 7. You know, every single one. Even Brendan Aronson, he did some good stuff. He worked his box off yesterday to him, didn't he? To be fair to the little lad.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe he's better out on that right-hand side. I know you said it at the start. Might have to agree with you here, because maybe he's better out there, because he's not losing the ball in central areas, is he? When he does lose the ball, because he does. I mean, our wingers lost the ball a lot yesterday, and I'm sure we'll come to that. But he was all right.
I get really frustrated with the amount of shit that he gets. Obviously, people don't like him. What the agenda is? What is it as American? Is because he left on loan. I don't know what it is. He's not as bad as people make out. He can be a little bit infuriating at times. But what is it about, as Leeds fans, what we've always wanted from players is, if they're not the best, the next thing we want from them is fucking work rate. And that lad has got work rate in him. He fucking tries every week. He's not trying to be shit. He's not trying to not cross the ball when he should. He's not trying to not hit the target, but he works his ass off. And yeah, I'm not gonna shit on him because he gets enough shit. Good performance from him. What did you think about the other winger?
Do you know what? I swear, it's kind of like strange talking about Okafor, because, I mean, do you know what? Yeah, because obviously we were in a couple of the groups yesterday, and we're like, I thought, what is he doing? He's shit. But he's not shit. He lost the ball loads, but then he was doing things, and I feel like he's either going to lose the ball, or he's going to do something amazing. Do you know what I mean? He's like Felipe da Costa, but in the Premier League. So he's going to do something amazing, or he's going to lose the ball. But I mean, he carries the ball far. He gets us. One thing I did see is that he can like run with the ball. He can hold the ball up, and he can get us out of trouble. And you will see that. You will see that. Promise you. You'll see that he'll be getting us out of a bit of trouble, like in the future, and that, mate, big time.
And what you did see yesterday also is that he did get us into trouble.
Yeah, saw that as well.
It was his fault how they scored. Did you see? He knocked it round the widest and biggest player on the pitch, and then tried to run around him.
Yeah.
He lost the ball, and then they scored. Yeah, I thought he had a terrible game up until he scored.
Yeah, so honestly, yeah, it wasn't absolutely fantastic, was he, to be honest? But then he scored the goal, and then a goal, obviously goals change a lot of things, don't they, really? So yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to sort. So I've got something just come through that's making me talk for a minute while I just sort something out, please, if that's all right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, Okafor. I thought he was having a terrible game. I thought he was getting tackled. He was losing the ball quite a lot. He did this thing where he ran across the pitch and just whacked it out and started looking at the ground as if to say,
"Yeah,
Kevin Phillips has popped up here again, and he's made me kick this ball out of play." He was bad, very, very bad. But then he scores. But what I did like about him, he didn't shy away from them running down. He kept getting the ball, and he kept trying and trying and trying. He kept failing a lot, but again, it's a thing where he has to build up. He has to get used to the league, get used to the team, and I do think there'll be a time when he'll be like our go-to guy in some of the games, because I think he has got the ability. There were a few times yesterday when he did well, but not his best performance. Not his best.
Yeah, not at all.
I'll still give him like I said on one of the groups, I don't care how shit he plays, as long as if he scores, that cancels out his bad game. Because it sort of just like settled the nerves a little bit when that third goal went in.
Yeah.
DLC.
Yeah, we'll do downloadable content. We'll come to him in a moment. I want to pipe back up about Noah Okafor, really, to be honest, because
go on then.
I actually think he's going to be like, he's probably going to be really good in 50% of matches, and then maybe not in the other ones. I don't know. I mean, if he's consistent, he's going to be a big player. But yeah, he did lose the ball a few times, but he also showed some really good touches, James. Like, we're talking about that sprinkling of stardust that's needed in a team. I know he's not played that much football recently. I'm willing to forgive him for a little bit at the moment, but I think there might be something there. He could be like the X factor, and the way he carries the ball so far with him when he's dribbling. He's a big lad. I just feel like sometimes he might hold on to the ball a little bit too long than he should. But was it him that played that pass through to Goodmanson that flashed across the box, or was that Stack that played it through? Because I can't really remember about that right now, But obviously, when
there was two occasions when he did it, weren't it? Right at the start, just before they scored.
Yeah,
I don't know who it was.
I think it's the one where he flashed it across the box where DCL was running it through and they just missed it in that one. He's on Okafor, James. I like him. I think there's definitely something there. I just feel like he doesn't seem he's going to be the most consistent. I think he won't start every single game, but he'll probably start more games for us than he did for like AC Milan and Napoli and stuff like that. I think he's that luxury player that we might carry, but he's probably, you can see already, he's probably the best ball carrier in the team already, just by that.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think he'll improve. I think yesterday was, you can see what he wants to do. You can see that he's got the confidence to do these things. He's just not right up to speed right yet. But I think he'll get there, and I think he will be one of our go-to guys. Yeah, definitely. A lot of promise there, but just don't be giving the ball away and us conceding again, because there will be games where teams will get that goal and then just not concede any chances.
Yeah, we're not going to play against the worst team in the league every week, are we?
No, we're not.
Yeah, I think like the acid test will be like next week, but I guess we're going to come to that one because that'll be a really good game. I think that one, Leeds Bournemouth, will be very good, and I'd love to see Anton Stack wipe someone out in central midfield, mate. That would be so good. But I also love to see Tyler Adams boot Brendan Aronson as well. That bit was there as well. Imagine he wipes, man. That'd be so funny. He's going to get some.
Imagine the wipe each other out. That'd be good.
The thing is, we've got two. I know I'm going to get a bit premature here. We've got to talk about that at the end. Actually, I was going to talk about next two matches, which are our home games, aren't they? Actually, I believe I've got Bournemouth and Tottenham. Ooh, yeah,
6 points there. 6 easy points there.
Six easy points there. But yeah. Some. I like the wingers. Obviously, Aronson was okay. Did what he needs to do. Worked really hard. Considering we didn't really have any depth on the wings on the bench as well, apart from Harrison. That both of them played really well and got a lot of minutes into the legs as well, especially for Okafor. That's a really, really good sign for me. And I mean, same team that played the previous week and they played well as well. So looking good. Looking good in the central areas and on one wing at the moment. On one wing. So left. I reckon. I think you could probably carry a player like Okafor when you've got Stack playing out on that side and you've got Goodmanson playing out on that side. You know, I think Stack and Goodmanson are probably maybe make up for some of the deficiencies that Okafor might have when it comes to the defensive side of it. Do you agree?
Not when he loses the ball.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not going to diss the lad because he scored yesterday, and that's what you want your attacking players to do. Yeah,
that's it. What is he doing, Kevin? What's he doing? What is he doing?
I don't know, mate.
That's my brother, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
in the comments.
He's a funny lad. Oh, he loves this stuff. Well, I'm going to change the background now because I can't. It's all like similar colours to our face. So we're going to go back to our normal one now. Yeah, that'll do.
Thank you. It's giving me flashbacks of my whole life.
Yeah, your whole life, the Bow Green Club. No, if you're going to talk about like players' performances, and if we start like at the bottom end of the team, then Carl Darlow, what do you think of him yesterday, James? Because I thought he was fucking fantastic. He was really good. I liked him, yeah. I thought he played really well yesterday. I don't want him in there forever, but I thought he played well yesterday. Wait, but you know what? Talking about goalkeepers, didn't Christopher Claassen make his debut against Wolves as well in that mad game as well?
Yeah, because Melier went off, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got wiped out by Jimenez, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You're going to hear something from me that you probably will never hear ever again in your life.
Yeah,
I gave Darlow man of the match yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. And it weren't because he did anything amazing. It's because, you know, when it's that perilous sort of scoreline of 3-1 at half time,
Yeah.
And it's like, you're winning by 2 goals, but you think, if these score, it's going to really put the willies up. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought if I would have panicked more if Melier was in goal. I'm not going to lie at that point, because it's not so much that we sat back. I thought they just started lumping balls in, and I thought you could see that not so much panic, but there was that wariness of being like, we concede here. It's going to really, the fans will get up for it, and it will change the sort of course of the game. And I thought he just handled everything that we needed him to do there. Any shots that would come at him, he was saving, he was holding on to it. Crosses were coming in, he was coming out punching. There was that one where he sort of
dropped it on top of Roden, didn't he?
Yeah. But other than that, I did. I gave him. I don't think he was like the best player on the pitch, but I just think for what that second half was and what we needed from him, he delivered. So mark this down in your diary, because I slate Darlow all the time for doing this. And the Sheffield Wednesday goal and other things, and not being able to save a penalty. But I did. I'd give him the man of the match just purely on the basis of keeping the ball out the net when it could have massively changed the game if they'd have scored. So, yeah, not forever, but if he does that and he continues to play that way, and then I'm comfortable as a cover for him to be in goal for now. Yeah. But you know what? His kicking was all right as well, because Perry can't kick it, man.
I know.
Maybe that's why he's off. He's learning how to kick.
Yeah, maybe. I don't even know why he's up, what injury he's got or anything. I just know he's not playing.
It's a thigh issue, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You get too many chicken thighs.
Oh, yeah. I like your cup.
Thanks, mate.
It's a good one.
Appreciate that. But yeah, I thought he was good. My man of the match yesterday. Like I say, weren't the best player on the pitch for me, but just for what he did and what we needed him to do. That's why I gave him the man of the match.
Do you know who my man of the match was? Yeah, who do you think my man of the match is? Because I mean, we're still going to talk about some players and stuff, but mate, when I was watching it yesterday, I just thought Ampadu, man, just looks like he belongs in the Premier League. I was like, oh, this guy is insane, man. I don't know how we paid £7 million for him. He's improved, like in the 3 years since, 2 years since he's been with Leeds, man. I think he looks levels above like some of the teams that we're even playing against, man. I think like Fulham, he'd probably play for them. Do you know what I mean? He's that good. That anchor, and the anchor that he plays in that team, he's like everything goes for him. He's the playmaker as well as the ball winner. Do you know what I mean? He is everything you want in a midfielder, except from shooting. Yeah, that's not the best. Yeah, but everything about him. He's cool. Wins the ball well. Everything. How good is he in the air for somebody who's not really tall as well, man? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I know he plays centre half and stuff like that, but the way he wins the ball in midfield against people bigger than him, it's fucking brilliant. It's like he times his jumps perfectly. I have no idea how he got this lad, but I can also see why Chelsea would like to have bought him all them years ago and whack him in the loan farm, and he's brilliant. And he puts traffic cones on his head. Geezer's legendary, mate. Yeah, Ampadu just looked levels, man, yesterday. But that midfield three right now, as much as I'd love Tanaka, I mean, we win so much of the ball in central midfield with those three there. Amazing, man. It's honestly, I want Tanaka back in that team, but I mean, where does he play like next week? Do you drop the three that are in there? There's so much energy and like power in that midfield with the three of them, Ampadu, Longstaff and Stack. It's like I didn't think Longstaff would play. I thought he would be like the one that come on to see out games, or if it was a bit bitty, and Tanaka would be like the one playing in that playmaker role, possibly pushing a little bit more forward. And then, I mean, this is the system that I think Farkas wanted to play from the start, because he likes these wingers inside a little bit, where Aronson is probably his best position. Okafor's he's in that middle space, and he's like that inside forward role. I think this is how he's always wanted to play, and now he's got the players to play it. I think it's more of a
the fact that it's a different league and he needs that little bit extra protection because of the level of players. But it works. Going back to Ampadu, we've said about certain players that we had that will probably look a lot better in this league. We said it about him and we said it about Perot, and we were wrong about one of them and right about.
I also said Nonto. Yeah, I also said Nonto would look good, but I think he's still got a big part to play, because if you look at it, talking about him, there's no right that right wing position. I don't see anybody nailing that down anytime soon. Really, I think if Dan James is fit, he'll probably be the one ahead of anybody until somebody hits like a bit of goal scoring form or a bit of a purple patch or anything like that. But what I like about the situation that yesterday's caused is there's places up for grabs, and there's a lot of competition like in for some of those positions now. And we haven't really been in that for years. Like last year, I mean, central midfield, we were all right last year with Rothwell, Gruev, Tanaka and Ampadu, and we were okay in there. But this year, there's fight players like one is Tanaka would have played near enough every minute last year. He only came on for 10 minutes in the last 2 matches. I know he's carrying a bit of an injury, but I mean, as much as I love the bloke, and I think he's probably overall our best player, I wouldn't put him in for the next match, man. Those three in the middle have been brilliant, and they deserve to play. And fair play to Farke, man, because he did get it right against Fulham. I know we were struggling to create chances, but we were really competitive. And I think defensively, apart from that own goal, I mean, even yesterday was a bit of a lapse as well. Somebody's left his runner, the midfielder, not the defence, really.
Long stuff.
So defensively, apart from Arsenal, we have been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I can't believe I'm saying this about a Leeds team, man. It's mad, isn't it?
We have. Yeah. We've restricted teams to like a lot of long range shots and the odd little shot in the box. Going back to Ampadu, he does look so composed and so level,
accomplished.
He doesn't seem like he panics at any point when he's got the ball. It's just a nice easy pass out, or he'll turn away. And he'll the tackling, he'll get a foot in, really, really good. And the thing about Farke is that, hate him or like him, if a player plays well, he'll keep him in.
Yeah.
Championship. That's true.
That is true. Yeah.
He's got the wrong name. But that's the thing about Farke. If a team puts in a performance, or a player puts in a performance, like Longstaff was probably going to be sitting on the bench. And then injuries happen. It happened last year with when Tanaka and Ampadu and Gruev both went out. He'll keep obviously when he'll try and get Ampadu back in because he loves him so much, and you can see why, because he's an absolute amazing ball player. But I like the fact that he'll keep the team if they're playing well, and he won't bend to look at Biel. Everyone was expecting the man to be the first name on the team sheet in the defence because we spent 15 million on him, Slovenian international. But he was suspended for the first game, and Stark's not really put a foot wrong.
No. So talking of Biel, right, before we carry on, I just obviously just get this out there. Are you surprised you didn't see him come on like towards the end yesterday because of the way they were putting balls into the box? Because I was sitting there thinking, oh, this is tailor-made for a big Vulcan bloke to come right in and start heading balls away. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, I mean, I would have saw him yesterday, but obviously we didn't need him.
Maybe it's that, it's the whole psychological thing, isn't it? It's like if you're getting under the cosh a bit and you're having balls pumped in, and then you go, right, let's take off an attacker and put on a defender, you're almost inviting it a bit more. And it's like, oh, why are we being so negative? And you almost like, for the other team, when they say, oh, they're bringing on a defender, or, it will give us that bit more of an impetus to go forward. So maybe there was thinking behind that and being like, well, we're dealing with everything pretty good. Dallow's not being a mong in goal and is stopping everything. The defense is, competing. Or there's the balls were coming in, and they were like, even if they weren't getting to the ball, they were on the forwards, and they were pressurising them. So making it hard for them. So I can understand why he would have brought him on if he'd have brought him on, but I also can see why he didn't, and it proved that we didn't actually need him to come on. He will get his chance. He will get his chance, and he will play. But like people going on about like, oh, wasting this money and he just sat on the bench. What a waste of money. It's like, do you even understand what football is and how it works? It's like you don't take someone out of the team that's not done anything wrong just because you want him to play. This is professional football, man. You have to just wait your turn.
Yeah.
And he'll get his chance, and he has to take it when he does. But across the back foot, like going back to like the defence, I want to just talk about Goodmanson for a bit, man, because
we could talk about it for ages if you want, mate. Because wow, I think we have found. Do you remember when Swansea bought Michu all those years ago? No one had ever heard of him, right? And he just turned out to be absolute class. Goodmanson is like, I can't think of a left back who's, apart from his own goal, that's actually played better than him this year in the league. Like what he does, the way he gets forward, the way he runs with the ball, the way he shrugs people off. I mean, and see how and he caught up with that guy yesterday. How fast was that Chakadal?
And fastest in the planet.
Yeah, fastest on the planet, mate. But the way James, the way he gets forward, the way he gets round, and the way he runs through the gap as well to receive the ball. Like I don't want to obviously mention, but the way Firpo did it in the Championship, Goodmanson's doing it in the Premier League, but he's actually defended.
And he can defend. Yeah. That's the main thing.
And how much did we pay for this lad? 10 mil. That is
honestly mate.
Crazy money, man. This Goodmanson lad is something else. I know. Maybe he's one of them lads that are like born to play in the Premier League, like pace, power, that sort of thing. And maybe he's just like drifted around a bit or something like that. This lad is something else, man. Do you know how many people have got him in their fantasy football teams and stuff like that? Loads, man. Loads. He is. I honestly think he could be maybe like pound for pound, probably maybe the best signing that we've made so far. Like for the money we paid for him, and I can't think of many other left backs that have played better than him so far in this division, mate. So far, he's been brilliant.
I think not even just left back. I think he's been like one of the top performers. Take away that fucking mental goal that he scored last week. But even in that game, he was amazing.
Yeah.
He was absolutely. Oh look, I know I got a score right.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But mate, he is I love the fact that we have actually got a decent left back. I was trying to think of the last decent left back that we had, and I think probably Charlie Taylor.
Yeah, Charlie Taylor was good. I like Charlie Taylor.
And I'm not taking anything from Firpo because what he did last year going forward was amazing. We weren't really troubled in terms of attack wise last season.
No, not at all.
But coming into the Premiership, I think everyone was a little bit worried about the wingers in this league. But him, I'm so happy that we've actually got a genuinely good defending, also can attack left back, and he could have scored a couple of goals as well yesterday. He just opted to pass.
Yeah. Do you know? Look, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I think Goodmanson is now what we thought Rasmus Christensen was going to be. You know, like our Scandinavian warrior coming over and doing, we love it because we love a Scandinavian player at Leeds. Do you know what I mean? That's how we have before. We've had a few of them over the years. Thomas Brolin was probably the best one that we've ever had. But I mean, this guy is insanely good. I can't believe I've never heard of him before he came to us. I know he's played for Lille, who are actually a good side, but this guy obviously come out of nowhere. He's probably he's probably born to play in the Premier League. He is. Wow, I can't believe how good he is. He is fantastic, man. Fantastic. And I'm bargain. But whoever bought him, like from the recruitment team or from Farka, well done, man. Because people out there spending 35 million on left backs and 50, 60 million on like left backs, and you find a player like him, he's like amazing, man. Well, look, we found Tanaka for 5. We've had, do you know what I mean? That's
what I'm saying. Our recruitment has not been bad. I mean, you can look at the forward line that we've got this year, Mecha and DLC,
both off the mark.
DLC, fuck me.
Scored more goals. Both of them have scored more goals than Sesko. Yeah, both of them have scored more goals than Sesko, more goals than Delap.
Yeah. But look, recruitment, I can't fault it. I can't knock it. I'm still a bit. You know what? I'm going to be straight up. I'm still a bit like this about Perry at the moment because I've not really. in terms of what he's designed to do is to save goal. He's not really had a lot apart from the Arsenal game where all their shots went in.
Yeah,
and he's kicking shit. So that's one. But maybe if he's had an injury and is carrying an injury, maybe that's what's going on. But we'll wait and see about Perry. But other than that, the recruitment's been top notch. And when you find players like Goodman, so I'm surprised that no one's picked him up.
Yeah, I know.
He was playing in the French league, for God's sake. If he's doing this in the Premiership, he must have been fucking absolutely tearing the French. I'm not taking anything away from the French league, but it's not the Premier League, is it?
No.
He must have been absolutely ripping it up because I'm surprised no one's picked him up.
I think what they mentioned is that they thought he was a good player, but he didn't have like the numbers, like Firpo had for like goals and assists. Yeah. But you can see why that he should have had those numbers because, I mean, if we had like somebody who's fast, like up front, someone with a bit of pace, not saying any names like that, but if you had somebody fast that could have got to the end of those balls that we had yesterday, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, he probably could have had more assists. Do you know what I mean? He is a good player and he gets in the right areas and those crosses across the goal are like the scariest ones when the hard and low makes. You never could go in off ours, going off their players, and he's done them quite a few times. And yeah, I am genuinely like mystified how somebody else hasn't bought this lad because left backs are hard to find. We know that as Leeds fans for years and years and years.
We definitely know that.
Yeah, definitely. Left backs are hard to find, and this guy like ticks all the boxes, both ends of the pitch. He's good in the air, wins it, picks the right pass. I mean, obviously, I don't want to jinx him. I'm touching my wooden desk right now, but yeah, I think he might be like a diamond man. Yeah, I really do.
I did say at the start as well, like the numbers thing, it could just be purely on the way the team played.
Yeah,
so I said after seeing him in a couple of the preseason games, I thought, well, the way we play. The way Farke likes to get his fullbacks forward, if he's doing this and he'll probably get more numbers because of the way we play, and it's proved it. Like even yesterday, he's had two really good fucking moves that have put him in the box. He probably should have shot on one of them, and then just no one's in the box for the other one. But yeah, absolutely, could be the signing of the season, and that's not to undermine who else we've got bought, but he's been phenomenal. So,
yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
Keep it up, good Monson, as the commentator kept calling him.
I do like how, like last year, our fullbacks were like one of our main outlets, if not the main outlets, and they're doing it again this year. Obviously, I don't think Bogle didn't get forward yesterday as he liked to, and hopefully he's okay as well. Touch wood. Hopefully his injury is not too bad, but. Yeah, fullback wise, I mean, we've actually got decent fullbacks, man, on both sides. Decent fullbacks, and it's like we had it last year because we both obviously played in Championship. But I mean, our fullbacks cost a combined 15 million. Do you know what I mean? And they've been probably our two best players, if not both best players this year, apart from a couple of the central midfield lads. And it's refreshing being a Leeds fan having like good fullbacks for once who can. I mean, Goodmanson's probably a better defender than Bogle, but Bogle's always had James and Aronson, who are really, really hard-working players that have been able to help him defend as well. And Goodmanson had Okafor yesterday, who's obviously probably put him under a bit of pressure sometimes as well. And he's still come out like that. And to come back after that own goal against Fulham to play like he did yesterday and just keep his head down and keep going. Yeah. Wow. What a player, man, he is. I am so impressed. I really like this lad. Really do. I think he's going to be one of the talk about as well, one of the signings of the season. It's been great.
I agree. And you talk about Bogle, he's not getting as forward as he was last year, but you can sort of expect that a little bit.
Yeah, in this league,
we haven't really got a settled side over there at the moment. But he did set up.
Yeah, DCL. Yeah,
fucking got a crossing early for once.
We did get a crossing early as well. And I tell you what, that header was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He had to generate his own power because of the deflection off it as well. He jumped up and the hang time that he seems to have, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he seems to know. Like, it feels like he's in the air for ages, don't it? Because he's really, really good at jumping, and he has such good hang time.
Skirt holds him up a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, and then they placed it into that far corner. That was absolute class. And if there's any game where I was saying to my missus yesterday, because she was playing fantasy football, and I said, "Oh, I didn't have the transfer. So I goes, got a good feeling about Dominic Calvert-Lewin today. Do you want to put him in?" She went, "Did she put in Gyökeres instead?" Which was obviously a smart thing to do. But yeah, I said I've got a feeling about him today, and yeah, and he goes and does that, and great header.
It weren't just his goal. He was fucking. He played well as well.
He won most over half of his flick-ons and that, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was just good, and he needed a full game yesterday. He needed a full game, and again, if he stays fit, we could have a player there. And if he's going to keep playing more games, yeah.
That's it.
Same with Okafor there. Both of them two need match fitness, and they were on for a long time yesterday, and really, really helped us. And we got the win. It's not as if we lost and they played 90 minutes. They played, they ran. I mean, they both ran a lot. You know what I mean? But Calvert-Lewin just looks. Yeah. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin was good yesterday. I really, really enjoyed his performance. But I
was good, mate.
Yeah.
Bullied them defenders.
Yeah.
Absolutely bullied them.
But also, I think
that's what you need when you're playing upset up there on your own. You need someone that can. Like we used to say it about Bamford, he wasn't the best at converting chances, but he would occupy defenders. He would run. He'd run into the corner. He'd put pressure on them, and any balls that were going up to him yesterday, he was like you say, he was getting the flicks on. He was getting the heads to it. He was, you know what? He was just an absolute nuisance. And I think one of them defenders went off injured at one point because he was that bollocks. Because Calvert-Lewin had just absolutely rammed him all game. But yeah, if we can just get some more crosses in.
Yeah, I feel like
all the headers, man.
I feel like the way we played yesterday, the way our midfield is just proper combative. This could be. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it anymore, man. But the way it all come together, it's and then we played that same way against Fulham, played that same way against Newcastle, and the same way against Everton. I never thought. I mean, apart from the Arsenal game, we've been quite consistent, you know. And I didn't think I'd say that for something this early, but these players that play in this system, in this formation, it's like a perfect storm for a bit of chaos. And I think that's what Leeds could thrive on, is a bit of chaos. Yeah. So, I mean, keep that midfield battle as hard as nails. Because, I mean, we're going to come up against midfields where they're going to have two in. Newcastle was a free, and that's why it was quite a bit, because they play the same sort of formation as what we did, Newcastle do. And yesterday, Wolves were playing a back three, and it's the bit. And then Ampadu was always the free man yesterday. That's why he's had so much time on the ball. Ampadu just just had space to do whatever he wanted. I think when we come up against teams that might play free at the back, I think we might have a bit more space, and I think that's when we'll be a better team. If we come up against a free midfield, it's going to be whoever wins that battle of the free. The thing with our free midfielders is they don't shirk from challenges. They will just put the foot in on anywhere. Yeah. And
we're going to need that to do that this year, though.
Yeah, and I feel like there might be some yellow cards. There may end up being some other colours as well with this team, but I can't fault anything at the moment. Apart, obviously, the Fulham game, everyone was moaning, but I knew that we played well there, and I obviously thought, okay, sometimes you've got to take that on the chin away from home, but we've got 7 points now. I think it took the other three teams last year to get to this was December for some of them to get 7 points, and we're with September after 5 matches, so we've won 2, drew 1, drawn 2, lost 2. So it's not bad, mate. That's not bad at all for the start.
I think we're 5 points off Southampton's overall point tally last season.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm not saying we'll get there, but
I'm not saying we will. But I feel if we can keep the 4 central midfielders fit for the entire, all of them, the Longstaff, Stack, Tanaka, and Ampadu, we have got a good chance. And keep them fit for as long as we can. There's a good chance that we could be safe by a certain milestone. Do you know what I mean?
8th, baby.
Don't say 8th, man. I'm thinking this is going to be one of those mad, chaotic years. You know, when we first went up into Bielsa, I can see something like this happening, but I don't want to jinx it, man. because
just going off football records,
if we're doing well, right, and we're kind of like in the mix for staying up in January, say around like 10th, 11th, 12th, I think 49ers put their hand in their pocket myself.
Ooh, yeah, and just keep them in there.
Yeah, keep them in there. Do you know? Oh God, it's. I love it when we win a game because I get all optimistic. Thinking, do you know what? Maybe Europa Conference League. Maybe, you know. I mean, we've mixed it with Newcastle, or a Champions League team. We've mixed it with Fulham, who were nearly like in the Europa League, like sort of things last year. Yeah, and Everton, who finished the season well, have done really well since we beat them. So, I mean, Wolves, obviously, Wolves are Wolves, man. They look terrible. I think they might be doomed already. Is that a bad thing to say? Yeah.
No, but you know what I will say, though? As bad as Wolves were, you can see in this league, the moment you make a mistake, you'll be punished.
And like we were yesterday, yeah.
That first goal that they scored, Okafor's lost it. Longstaff's not followed the runner. Bang. First chance goal. And that's why we need to be really, really tight. That's why we need to be consistent in this league, because we cannot give away chances, because we will be punished. And there'll be a lot better teams than Wolves that we play against.
Yeah.
So as optimistic as I am of where we're going to finish, which is 8th, we do still need to. This is the thing, because of our limited sort of resources and like our forward line, we do need to be really, really solid at the back, because they're not always going to perform. But yeah, mate, it's looking, you know, I'm always optimistic, and I'm looking at this season so far, and like I said, we take away the Arsenal game, and I think we've competed well. We've not looked out of place for big chunks of all the games apart from the Arsenal game. We've looked like the better team.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
We're 12th in the league at the moment after 5 games. We're above. We're on the same points as Manchester United. We're above Newcastle, Brighton, Forest, Burnley, Brentford, Aston Villa, West Ham, and Wolverhampton Wanderers, man.
Yeah.
I know that obviously it's only 5 games in, and a couple of wins obviously changes the thing on that, but we're on the same points as Man City, Manchester United, and Everton. And Man United only won yesterday because of that goalkeeper like flew out there. I mean, if Chelsea would have beat them, if everyone would have stayed, in my eyes, do you know what I mean? So
I agree with that as well, mate.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like about the craziness of the way football fans think today. It's like a lot of our fans, right, going into the season with the signings that we've made, it's all doom and gloom. It's like, we're going to struggle, we're going down, we'll be lucky to get 17th. And then the games happen, and then they're expecting like us to blow teams away.
Oh no, yeah.
Where are you? Where are you? Are you saying we're shit and we're not going to do well, or are you saying that we should be smashing teams out of the park? It's like, pick a goddamn lane. Do you know what I mean? I think we've been sound. I think we will be fine. I think 8th is an optimistic opinion, and that's just me going off fact better in Bielsa's sort of seasons. Every season is done better, whether it's points or, do you know what I mean? And I think he'll do it again.
So you think he has to finish 8th, then, does he? To beat him?
Well, he has to, because we finished 9th, didn't we? In Bielsa, we could finish 9th and have a better points tally, but just going off how it's been, I'm gonna stick with my prediction. Anyway, let's
talk about Stack. Should we talk about Stack? Yeah, let's talk about Stack, man, because we've waxed lyrical for 45 minutes by everybody else about from like for the pound for pound beast that we've got in the middle of the park, man. Look, let's talk about the free kick first before we start talking about his performance, because last time I remember us scoring a free kick was it Calvin Phillips against Burnley in the league that season we stayed up. You know, Bielsa's first season. Yeah, that's when because we already stayed up. It was Bielsa's first season in the Prem, if I remember rightly.
Yeah,
Phillips has scored, and then he's gone on and had that season for played for England in the Euros
and now he's nowhere.
Yeah, now he's nowhere, mate. So yeah, let's talk about Stack and his free kick, mate.
You know what? I think everyone said it. Everyone said it, and I did as well. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just something that was in the air. But I thought he was going to score.
Yeah, I did too.
When the free kick was up.
Yeah, even the commentator said, this feels like a big moment, That's what the commentator said, didn't he? And I was like, obviously, I was watching it on, I was in Germany watching, obviously. But yeah, so, yeah, the commentator goes, this feels like a big minute. Feels like a big moment. And I went, oh my God, he's going to score this. And what I did, right, I swear, I was sat at my desk because I've started to watch, because I'll rock back and forwards when I'm watching games. So I've started to like the midday game so I don't get too hyped up. I sat on my chair and watching it on my desk on my monitor, so I don't rock around as much. And then when it hit the top corner, I screamed the entire house down. I've scared the shit out of Lauren. She went, "Hey, what's the matter?" Like that. She goes, "Please don't do it." And honestly, I scared the absolute shit. And she just heard me scream.
Please don't celebrate.
Yeah, no, she weren't like that. I just scared the shit out of her because I screamed that loud. So yeah, that's what it meant. I mean, it was a great free kick, absolute boomer, and. Yeah, I haven't seen one like that for a long time. We might get some more of that this year. This is going to be a fun, mad. It's going to be a fun, mad season. This one. He deserved the goal, though, mate. So. He deserved the goal. He got an assist as well, and
he did.
Do you know what's strange about watching Stack, mate? He's really tall, right? I mean, I've always played as the footballer, and you know this. I never look up; my head's always down like that, and obviously I just know where things are. And it's really hard, but he does exactly the same, but he's lanky as shit. It's like when he knocked it through to Okafor yesterday, when I was watching the replay, it's like his head's down looking at the floor. And I don't know how he did it. He's always heads down, boom, like through. And again, this might be another one of those players that I feel like, how has nobody else signed him? Again, it's like, I think he's going to be, because he's playing in Premier League now and he's playing well, you can see him being in the Germany squad in the next couple of camps and that, because, yeah, I know someone said this before, and someone, like, the way they said how he plays like Declan Rice, man. Like, just how he plays football. Yeah. The way he plays the ball around, gets onto things, takes corners, just wins tackles, passionate about everything. I really like this guy, man. For them, again, it's cheap, 18 mil. These are Premier League players that are coming in and doing well and standing out. And I'm like, oh, what, man? It's like that first season we're not with Bielsa. I mean, we bought, what was it, Koch, Llorente, obviously Rafinha was somewhere else, but Rodrigo, and it took him a while to set in. I feel like if Bielsa would have had these players, like the way these guys are, imagine he had Goodmanson. He'd have loved Goodmanson.
No, I was about to say that.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he would have loved Goodmanson. He'd have absolutely loved him. The
even Bogle.
Yeah, he would have loved Bogle as well. Do you know, it's just. I mean, I'm not saying Farkas shit or anything here because he's done well so far. He's got the same amount of points as Pep Guardiola. So, but yeah, I mean,
we're as good as
Stack. Yeah, the Stackosaurus. He's something else, he is, mate. I don't. These new players. I mean, the only one we haven't really seen is Bornau. Really, do you know what I mean? We haven't seen much of him and Biel but Biel's coming with a lot of fanfare. I've seen him play at the Euros. Plays really well in the back three. So, I mean, there might be some games where he play back three, maybe at home to Man City or Arsenal or something like that. But all the signings have been all right so far. You know, it's like the same as last year, same as the year before. The signings have been okay, and all the ones that we've sold have made money on. Yeah,
they've been good. They've been good signings. Good for the money that we've spent on them, and for what they've brought to us. They've been good. But even like players like Rothwell, who, you know, bringing him in, everyone was like, "Oh my God, who's this guy? You can't even get in the Man City, the Southampton team." But he played his part, and he you know, he won us some games with his performances. But Stack, but Stack is like Stack stats.
Yeah,
like his shooting and his chance creation is, I think, is the best.
Yeah,
best in the league, I think. Technically, and you know what, his free kick, I was actually quite annoyed because it seemed like it was further back than what it should have been.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, and I think they were all saying to the ref, "What are you doing? It's closer."
Yeah.
But it didn't really matter, did it?
Didn't really matter. I actually thought Goodmanson. Yeah, I thought it might have been perfect for Goodmanson as well. You know, and then he's just done that. I mean, we don't see that. We don't see it being Leeds fans, and we don't see us being good defensively. We don't see us grinding out results. We're either winning 3-0 or we're conceding in the last minute. That's what it's been like for the past couple of years for us, hasn't it? We're either conceding late, an equaliser, or we're losing in the last minute. or we're winning 3-0. We're grinding out games, man. Earning points, and should have earned the points against Fulham. Newcastle, we definitely earned them. Everton, we're the better side. So, and again, this is without our chief midfield playmaker in there, Tanaka, running the show. I mean, there's a lot out there right now to be hopeful about. I mean, we are going to take some spankings as well this season. I just want to let everybody know, right? We will take a spanking as well at some point, but I feel really confident that we are a Premier League team, and I think we will be a Premier League team. I think the recruitment. I know we were all moaning that we needed this, we needed that, we needed this. Okafor's come in as a cheaper option, but I mean, he's got something about him. Stack's got something about him. Goodmanson could be pound for pound one of the best signings that we've made this season. Beal will play a part because Strout's not going to play every single game. People need rest, and Beal could be coming in for some games. You know what I mean? Bornau, we haven't seen too much. James Justin probably looks like he could play a few games. He's a really good defensive. Yeah, he's a really good defensive fullback as well. There's
Longstaff,
yeah, and then yesterday we didn't even have our would you even say would have been our first choices, Nonto and James at the start of the season on the wings? They'd have been our first choice players. So, and Joel Pirro's not even getting a sniff, mate. Not even getting a sniff since that first game of the season.
We'll keep it that way as well because he's terrible.
He'll be sold to the Championship in January, won't he? Someone like Southampton or something like that.
We don't know. Maybe we're writing him off a little bit too early, but you know, he's coming because of the signings that we made. Maybe there was that little bit more pressure on him, like, oh god, we haven't made any big big attacking
playmaker. He would have been a bit better with a playmaker, with a number 10 Pirro. Do you know what I mean? And we haven't signed that. We just signed a team of absolute massive workhorses. And you know, when people say what gets you through life, is it talent or is it hard work? And we could be the latter now. We could be that team of just absolute machines. 38 cup finals every single game, and they play like it, where their life's on the line, smashing in the tackles. I mean, Longstaff put in some yards, don't he, man? That geezer does, you know. I mean, I watched him pressing, doing Dominic Calvert-Lewin's job towards the end of the match yesterday. Like that geezer's got some engine.
Like I say, it's clever purchases.
Yeah,
it's like they've got them in for the expectation of what we're going to need, and getting a player like Longstaff in, everyone was a bit like, not everyone. I think
I thought it was a very like sensible, safe signing.
Sensible,
and he's been fantastic since coming. Yeah, he's been great. I thought he's made an impact quicker than I thought he was going to, because I thought we'd have the Stack, Ampadu, Tanaka thing going on. But the last couple of matches we've needed steel, and they've been that, you know, and can't moan at all. Apart from obviously the Arsenal game, where I mean, like Tanaka was pressed like he'd never been pressed in his life against Arsenal, weren't he? He'd like lost the ball more than he's probably ever lost in any single match he's ever played. He's been brought out of the team. The three have gone in there, and it's just
injury took him out.
Yeah, and injury as well. But
that's the good thing, isn't it? It's because like when someone needs to come in and not fill in a space, but like play because someone's been injured, they've come in and took the chance, and that's exactly what we can't have too many. You know, like Bielsa's second season, where we had like a very bare 8 players that were fairly decent, and then the rest were just made up of youngsters. We can't have that, because you won't get away with it in this league. But what we've got is a good 15, 16 players that if someone comes out, they can go in and fill in a space for them, especially like in the midfield and the defensive. The forward line, still a bit like, if we get a couple of injuries up there, I don't know how that's going to cope. How I'm going to cope. Like,
we'll have Joel Pirro, won't we? Who never gets injured.
Yeah, but
we could play. From what I saw yesterday, mate, you could probably play Okafor up there.
Yeah, he could. He could. He just needs to not lose the ball.
Yeah. But
I'm very, very happy, mate. Very, very happy. I will say about the second half, there was an element of, like I said, you know, that old 3-1 scoreline is very precarious if the team scores, and I think it there was because of the not scoring and everyone's sort of writing us off as relegation fodder. I think there was an element of that in our gameplay in the second half where it was a little bit, all hands on the pump type thing, like just not conceding. And I think games going forward, I don't think there'll be as much as, I'm not saying we panicked as much, but we just stopped playing our game a little bit. There was a few times where we could have just passed our way out a little bit, and we've just decided to just whack it as far as we can up the field, which I didn't mind because we need to get them first points away from home, first goals. But I'm hoping more that in future we won't be as panicked and we'll be a bit more,
it's about the experience of some of these players as well. Again, because some of them have not played in the Premier League before. A lot of these, there's going to be like how away crowds are. Because I mean, it's the crowds are different in every single country, and obviously teams getting on each other's back and that. And again, mate, look, they put a lot of effort into that match yesterday. I mean, if Dan James and Nonto were there, we might have made those changes a little bit earlier, and people would have been a bit more fresher. And obviously Harrison's come on, and I mean, Harrison did what he needed to do yesterday. Do you know what I mean? He sat a bit deeper, helped out Goodmanson, and I mean, he's what he is, isn't he?
Do you know what I mean? Just an option, and he's another one that's not. He's going to work his ass off. He's not going to, come up with the goods as much as we'd like him to in terms of making the right choices of assisting and goal scoring. But we know he's going to work his ass off. So I'm not too bothered about Harrison. As long as he comes in and he's, like I said, he's coming in and he's doing what he needs to do for us. I'm not too bothered, but I do agree. Having like Nonto and James back will help going forward. But mate, it's nice to see that my belief in this team has sort of
this waves has paid off for you, was it?
It's paying off, yeah, because I've been confident. I've been confident in how we play. I think it can translate to this league, and it has so far. Obviously, like you say, we're going to come up against, your Liverpools, your Man Cities. I'm not going to say Manchester United because they're shite. Like your Chelseas and stuff. But I think in these games, I don't think we do that. We do the whole let's just sit tight. I think they're almost like free hits. Let's just fucking just go for it. It's what pissed me off. When we played Arsenal. Sorry to go back to Arsenal, and then we're trying to play our game, and then you got Gary Neville going, well, you can't play that way in this league. You can't do that. You can't. It's like, why? Why can't you? We're not expected to win this game, so why can't we just try and fucking play how we want to play, man? Shut up. It's the games like against your Wolves and against your Burnleys and your Sunderlands and your Villas and your West Hams now. I don't say Villa, I know, because they're only down there, but
they won't be down there for long, mate. Yeah,
won't be down there for long. We need to sort of really like not give any goals away, and not play differently. But against the big teams, we just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
And what you're going to lose? You're going to lose the game. You're going to lose the game sitting back. You're going to because at Arsenal, I was annoyed at just how passive we were.
Yeah.
Just like I didn't expect us to win the game, even though I probably predicted it because I predicted us to win every game. But it just annoyed me how we offered absolutely nothing in terms of even defending, and it was. I don't want to see that. Just fucking blood and thunder against these teams. Which moves on to Bournemouth, who are a decent team. Bournemouth, decent team, and Iriola, who we tried to nab.
When was the last time we played Bournemouth? Is that when we were 2-0 down and won 3-2? Was it? That I can remember.
We lost 4-1.
Oh.
We played. That was in the November, weren't it? When we thought,
Marsh was going to get sacked. Yeah, because we beat Liverpool on the week before, didn't we? And then we beat Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And then we thought Jesse Marsh just cracked it. Yeah.
That was face off him. They're scared. Scared of you. Shit. I think it'll be a good game next week. I just don't think we need to be. We shouldn't be afraid. I think we should play our game.
These are good side. These are, these are a good team, man. Bournemouth. That Semenyo, I tell you what, he is some player. He is. Yeah, he's really good. I think he's like he can play for the big boys. Good he is. He's just such a handful, strength, power, pace. But we shouldn't be afraid of that because we've got that in our team now. Again,
and we're at home.
Obviously, I think again, like what you just said. Now these are the games. Like now, these are the ones here. We need to be picking up points against teams like Wolves, Everton, Burnley, Sunderland, those sort of teams. And again, and Brentford. They're the ones that we need to beat. Away games, we should be looking for a point, and the home games, we should be looking for wins. That's against those sort of teams, and that's where you get to your magic numbers. This one here, Bournemouth, for like that middle of the pack side, where you're hoping like you could pick up a point at home. But now, but yeah, let me finish, mate. I actually think we beat Bournemouth next week.
I think we beat everybody. So
yeah, I know. I think we beat Bournemouth.
Man.
Because
why not?
I'm just gonna let me get the fixtures up, mate. Because obviously, I'm on holiday next week, right? Let me get the fixtures up for us because I want to know when our next one's going to be. Obviously, our next Sunday one. So we've got them on the 27th. Our next podcast will more than likely be after Bournemouth and Tottenham. Yeah,
I might jump on myself if you're not here next week.
Yeah, you should get a guest on, mate. Yeah, get somebody on. You need to get other people on here with me because you know what I'm like.
I'll get Steve from the Chippy.
Get Steve from the Chippy. Hello, Tom. You all right, mate? You've come in right at the end, but you can rewind and catch some of the crap I've been saying. It's been a good one, mate. Yeah. So yeah. There you go. He'll jump on. He loves Leeds now, mate. I'm telling you, he's proper Leeds ears. I'll give him a kit and everything.
I don't think we'd talk about football. I think we'd just talk about making stupid wrestlers on SmackDown.
Yeah. If he comes,
come on.
Yeah, that would be funny. He could be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah."
He's a great player, him.
Yeah. Just called Tanaka Tatanka. Do you know what I mean? Oh, just fly Jimmy Snooker on the wing. Mad for it. There you go. Look at this. See what I mean?
Leeds marching on together.
Remember when we cut an orange and ripped Mott on it and put it in the Leeds group and said, "Can I get a Mott for this?" There you go. So probably the next one will be after our 2 home games. And I mean, like, right. Imagine, do you know what? I'm just going to predict a win v Bournemouth. And do you know what? Should we do Tottenham now? Because obviously, if we're not going to be around.
Well, you can, but yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it together. I'll probably talk about it again if I do come on next week. Yeah. I'm going to go for 2 wins because I'll predict us to win every fucking game.
Yeah, I know Spurs are looking good.
The rest of my life,
but they didn't look too good yesterday. I feel like Leeds. We've just come off an away win, played well. Everybody's coming back to fitness. Maybe there's a question mark over Jayden Bogle. We've got another week. We're not playing Saturday, Tuesday all the time at the moment because obviously we're at the cup. Obviously, we're not in championship schedule. I think we win the next 2. Oh God, please don't hold me to this, Lord.
Oh, I've dragged you over. over.
I just think we do, and then we go on a Champions League run.
I think we'd probably win the league now, mate. If I'm being honest, especially if Stack's smashing free kicks in like that. Yeah, might as well win the league.
I'm just checking it. I'm just checking now if the Bournemouth away fixture is on a bank holiday. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, be very fun.
Let me have a look. Wait a minute. Oh, wait! Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
What's going on, Kevin? What's he doing?
No, it's not. It's in April, but it's at the end of April. It's not at the beginning of April. I thought it was on the bank holiday in Leeds because obviously last time they went down and smashed it up, didn't they? So I smashed.
So, what score are you going for Bournemouth?
I'm gonna go with Tom, and I was gonna say 2-1, but I mean, maybe 2-0. Maybe 2-0 because we're pretty good defensively, especially at home.
I'll go 3-0.
How many? We haven't conceded at home yet, have we?
No.
We haven't. Oh my God. How good are we? I'm getting giddy now. I think, I'm going to go 2-0. And then Spurs, I'm going to go 4-1. I think that's the time to break. I think their two centre halves are 2 games away from injury as well. Romero and Van der Ven are like a couple of games away from injury, and they might be against us.
Any rapid though, that bloody
Van der Ven.
Yeah, he's
like a horse, mate. Yeah, he's like a horse.
Nearly as fast as Rodon.
Oh no, yeah. Joe Rodon grudge match, mate. Do you know, it's the first time he's playing against Spurs since he's left. It's going to be good.
But if they play Harry Gray in that game, I want to wipe him out.
Archie.
Ampadu, bang. Oh, sorry, Archie. I forgot all about Archie. I've got Harry Gray on my mind now because he's our player now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go 3-0. 3-0 against Bournemouth. Tottenham, I don't know yet.
All right.
I'll maybe say that next week.
Yeah, get yourself some guests on next week, James. Reach out to the world. You know what you're doing. Well, I think we leave it there, mate. It's been an hour and 5 minutes, which is mad. It's good. It's good when we have a win, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's good when we have a win. So
amazing.
Yeah, hopefully
everyone feels like I feel all the time when we win.
Yeah, hopefully I don't scare my missus again if we score. So hopefully that's going to be good.
No, scare them more. Scare them more, mate.
No, 2 home wins. 2 home wins now, and that's what I'm looking for. 2 home wins, 2 home games. I like it when we play at home. Some of these players are going to see what they're going to come up against when they come up against Leeds fans. So yeah, 2 wins. Let's leave it there. Sound. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Soon. Goodbye.
Take care.